here's a little trick, a little hack that everybody can use right now. After any meal you eat, go for a 10-minute brisk walk. Just 10 minutes.
Mm.
Forget the distance. Walk for 10 minutes after every single meal. That has been proven to improve your glycogen level and to help aid digestion, and you'll have your stomach feeling flatter. And that's a little quick trick people can use even working in corporate America. They can
Podcast twins from the Twin Cave.
Twin Cave, active and alive, just like always.
And you're back from Orlando. We're rocking and rolling.
Indeed.
So, Vince, I know that one thing we talk about all the time on this podcast, and a lot of our viewers have been commenting on, and I've gotten phone calls, is the carnivore diet.
Yep, that's been a hot topic ever since we released it.
But I need to step that up to the next level.
Okay.
I need to start working out and moving my body more, right? I'm playing pickleball, one-on-one. I'm playing golf. I'm chasing my young wife around as much as and often as I can.
That's called cardio.
My kids and I throw the football around. We're in the pool all the time. But it's time to start lifting.
Okay.
Or doing push-ups or pull-ups or whatever you think. And you have a whole YouTube video about, a whole YouTube channel about this.
I do.
So just nudge me in the right direction. What's the best way to get started and into the habit and the groove like I did with eating meat and good fats?
Well, that is a outstanding topic. And yes, I do. So even how I got started with that was because my family does not live here. Everybody lived away. And they kind of got sick of hearing my voice. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to talk it. I'm just going to do it and show it. And that's how I did it. And people started picking up on it. So I called it Grown Folks Fitness. This is not something that I would give to a healthy 16-year-old kid to go crazy. These are things that I was trying to get grown people.
All right.
To get up off the couch. So basically get off your A, beep, and get busy. So obviously, like you said, easy way to start is just by getting yourself moving. If you're a couch potato, get up and walk. Walking is amazing, but make sure you walk what I call with a purpose. Walking briskly start out with 10 minutes if you can. But definitely, even if you do, here's a little trick, a little hack that everybody can use right now. After any meal you eat, go for a 10-minute brisk walk. Just 10 minutes. Forget the distance. Walk for 10 minutes after every single meal. That has been proven to improve your glycogen level and to help aid digestion, and you'll have your stomach feeling flatter. And that's a little quick trick people can use even working in corporate America. They can walk around the building, walk up and down the stairs. 10 minutes. 10 minutes after each meal.
I mean, getting outside and getting the sunshine on you, some vitamin D doesn't hurt either, right? I mean, if you're inside, you're under the fluorescent lights, you're staring at a screen, whether it be the little screen or the big screen or both, and yeah, moving your body. I mean, they say sitting is the new smoking.
Sitting is, we're not designed to stay seated as long as we do. Hell, we're not even designed to take a poop sitting. We're supposed to be in a full squat. Women are designed to deliver babies standing in the squatted position. We just figured out, hey, sitting down is cool. But I would move into the next level of that and say, start with body weight exercises, because body weight, push-ups or just planks.
Okay.
Push-ups, planks, because some people can't break those arms yet, but work at it over time. As they used to call it, the girl push-ups. I don't know what they call it now, but your knees on the floor. If that's the only thing you can do that until you can build up.
Well, you can do the ones against the kitchen counter, or table as well.
Anywhere you can do. Again, depending on how sedentary you are, that might be a big workout for somebody. But I like to get everybody on the floor.
All right.
Because I don't care your age. Most even 35, 40-year-olds have not been on the floor like that since high school, and they don't think about how hard it is to get up 40, 50, 60, 70. I do that all the time, especially with the aging population. Do something on the floor and get yourself up.
Okay.
Most times they do that, they're sore for 2 days.
Well, and that's why they tell you to do squats, right? I mean, body weight squats or slightly weighted squats, that you're going there.
That was the next thing. Hold on to a table if you need to, hold on to a chair, and bend that, even if you got to squat over your chair. That's good. I'd rather you get to the point where you're squatting over your chair, because at least you're getting up and down 5, 6 times, and then eventually work where you can kick the chair out from behind you. But anything to start moving, like he said, but I like to do it in short increments for beginners because I don't want to overwhelm them. So we're talking about 10 push-ups in a day, 10 squats in a day.
You're not doing P90X day
No,
one.
no. Please don't do that because you'll quit on day 3.
Or get hurt.
And you'll never, ever want to exercise
that up again. Yeah.
So I absolutely believe that starting slow but yet functional is good because even when I train kids, they wanted to jump into the weights. I'm like, you're 14 years old and you can't do 50 push-ups. You don't need to be bench pressing. That's the way I look at it. You got to learn to control and master your body weight when you're young before you go into, because now you're strengthening all those connective tissues before you begin to overload them with weight. And I believe in that. I live it. I love it. Because now once you start lifting, I still incorporate weeks at a time, as I did the P90X, primarily body weight exercises. So it never gets old. It's just it works the different part of the body. But ultimately, get off your ass and move.
And what about, and we've talked about this not necessarily on the podcast, but I'm kind of fascinated with the whole supplement world.
Okay.
Right? Because a lot of the stuff you buy, and we learned this when Curfton and I were testing all different types of products for another business, and we learned that most of that stuff out there is complete garbage. Yes. Just like the food that we're buying at the quote unquote, that we're buying at the grocery store. So, I've tried all kinds of different stuff.
Okay.
What do you take?
Very interesting. I say I like to keep it basic. I like to keep it with what I know works, and the one thing that I can, without question, hesitation, say is the number one supplement in the world is creatine monohydrate.
Okay.
Creatine monohydrate is the one thing that's been proven, and I want to say it's one of only 3 actual supplements that's been approved by the FDA because it does work. So that and the glutamine, L-glutamine was the second one that I know worked as a muscle preserver, and then of course certain protein shakes.
Well, let's stay on creatine for 1 second. So how do you know which is the right creatine and which one's pure and not added fillers, and your body will actually absorb it and use it?
Because when you get that jug, you're going to turn it around and read the label.
And what does the label need to say?
Creatine monohydrate.
That's it.
Anything other than creatine monohydrate
is filler.
It's going to be fillers.
Okay.
It should say absolutely nothing but creatine, and that's old school. Now they got these new gummies. I have not tried them, but I know in order to make a gummy, it's going to have more than just one ingredient.
Yes.
So I'm still old school. Take my little scoop, put it in there, 5 grams a day.
You just put it in water.
Put it in water, or I'm a Crystal Light guy, so I put it in my Crystal Light sometime for flavor, keep it moving. If I'm having a protein shake, I put it in there.
Okay.
But interesting note about that supplement, it is increasingly known to improve the health of women, muscle structure, because that's the first thing that they start to lose is muscle, the ability to maintain muscle as they age, but also cognitive function, memory. So even the aging population, they're recommending them taking pure creatine monohydrate to improve brain function. So like I said, it's the aspirin of the supplement world. It's the magic pill. I mean, it does. And because it's a cell volumizer, don't be scared when you first start taking it. You're going to gain 2-3 pounds. But it's because it's drawing the muscle from outside of the cell, pulling it inside, which gives it that fuller effect. So the guys may love it, but girls get scared when they see that. I'm gaining weight. It's going to level out.
Okay.
And the other last thing I'll say about it is microdosing actually can work too, because if you have a problem with bloat, instead of taking the full 5 milligrams in one day, you can break it down day 2 to.
And it's kind of the same as we used to talk about the fat loss drugs and the shots, like Ozempic and Wegovy and those. You still have to drink a ton of water.
Yes.
You still got to lift some weights, or at least use your body weight, because otherwise it doesn't work the way it's supposed to.
It does. You're not maximizing it, but you're still getting the mental cognitive effect. So you're still getting that, and for the females, they're still getting improvements in their endocrine system with that, because the effects that the creatine has just on the female by itself is amazing.
All right, what else other than creatine, now that we got that
so again
away?
I'd say you get a quality protein shake, because again that way you can maximize your protein, and after you maximize your protein with minimizing your calories.
Okay.
So in my case, I take a shake that usually delivers about 50 grams of protein. That's 2 scoops of that, and I get that with only 300 calories.
Okay.
And so that way you can keep your calories low. If you're trying to burn fat, you'll be easier to stay in the deficit. But at the same time, you're still getting the protein that you want to prioritize.
Okay.
You got to prioritize protein, and I say that's for men, women, child, everybody. You know, again, as
which is why we eat steak all the time.
Which is why we eat steak. But even if you're having other stuff, even I say if whatever's on your plate, eat the protein first. That way you let your body absorb that, and then you won't be able to have as much of the other stuff. But you can still say I'm having it.
So then, the next thing to do is ask the people watching this, what are they taking and why? And how do they discern?
Do you use supplements? One of the big ones I get is fat burners. And here's the thing, I'm iffy on fat burners. Always have been, because really if you look at it, it's caffeine. Usually they'll have some other kind of sugar or other kind of vitamin B12 stuff to get you going. I personally think most of them are just caffeine pills, and you can do the same thing, get the same effect with drinking a cup of coffee. Now, nitrogen oxide is huge, and especially for aging men, because it helps blood flow, which will help your blood flow. Blood
flow is important.
Blood flow is important, especially as you get older. You want to have your blood moving in a more practical sense. So when you're ready to engage with, after you chase your young wife around, when you're ready to jump in, that blood flow is ripped and ready. So nitric oxide is also a good supplement that I do incorporate.
And the same thing, you just look for no fillers.
Yeah,
that FDA approval thing,
yeah.
I don't give that much weight, because we know the FDA just gets paid to approve what they get to get paid. But I just was saying,
but that's because they were all, the supplement industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Again, they rely on your inability to read and to understand. Remember what we said, if they got too many products in there that you can't pronounce, you probably shouldn't be putting that in your mouth. So make sure you try to read it, and make sure the type of the whey protein or whatever type of protein it is in your shakes, make sure you read it first. Make sure you read it, break it down, do a little research before you just go throwing your money away, because we don't want to see you waste your money. I'd rather see you buy steaks. That way, because that's full of creatine, by the way, beef. So anyway, man, we want to hear what you guys are using, anything you've had success with. Leave it in the comments and let us know what it is. Am I full of crap, or you, or anybody, But
no, I'm just trying to learn. I mean, I'm not really taking anything right now, so I got to go get myself some creatine and do some push-ups.
You want to see some other cool stuff? You can always go to the other page, Team Bell Training, on YouTube.
There you go.
And get some old folk training in there, man. So but I pick up big stuff and put big stuff down. But I do that just to encourage them to get off the couch.
Just grab your grandkid, grab the G-pips above your head and start walking.
So I usually tell them to give us, you don't have to do what I do, just do what I do less.
There you go.
And with that being said,
Podcast Twins out.
Peace.